My daughter is 23 years old. She swore not to go to Nigeria without me. Hi everyone, it's your girl Realtalkwithbunmi here again. The girl is back again. I am so super excited to be back in the space of YouTube. For about a month now, I haven't dropped any content, and I told you guys I'll be back in February, and here I am. Let's go. Anyways, let's go for the YouTube anthem. You know what that is? Thank you to all my existing subscribers. Thank you so much for rocking this channel with me. Thank you so much for all your support. I do appreciate every single one of you. And if you're new on this channel, consider to be part of the family. Please go ahead and click the red button, subscribe on this channel, and let's rock it all together. Your girl is here, your girl is back. Yes, and let all the vibes roll in. So guys, how have you all been? My existing subscribers, how have you all been? My YouTubers, my content creators, how have you all been? Come on, drop it in the comments. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, I'm so excited to be back. Anyways, without wasting much of your time, I know time is of essence, I'm gonna jump into the story of today. But a little bit of background. You all would remember that some months ago, I shared my experiences in Nigeria. A lot of you saw that video, and because of that, a lady also sent me a story, and she wanted me to share a story with you all. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my other phone, well, my husband's phone, and I'm gonna go ahead and read the story to you. Please pay attention, and I'm gonna be reacting to this right after the story. Okay, so you would be able to see that on your screen as well. It could be tiny, but I'm just going to display everything I'm reading right on the screen. So she said, "Dear Bunmi, thanks for your talk on traveling to Nigeria. Similar thing happened to myself and my daughter in May 2021. I traveled to Nigeria with my daughter for my mother's funeral. My mother passed on in April, and my daughter insisted on going with me. Our Nigeria passport expired in February 2021, but because the law in Nigeria says you can travel with your expired passport as long as your foreign passport is in date. As at when we traveled to Nigeria, the Nigeria House advised they don't have booklet to issue another. We spent less than a week in Nigeria. That's between May 18 to May 24. While leaving the UK at Heathrow, all they told my daughter was to ensure a British passport was in date so she can return home. Before leaving the UK, we screenshot statements from Abike Dabiri and Areg Beshola that says one can travel to Nigeria with an expired passport and also with a valid foreign passport. We traveled to Nigeria via Virgin Atlantic. At the port of entry, my daughter was asked to stay aside because of the expired Nigeria passport. She was asked to see the Oga at the top. That did not take long, as she said the Oga only teased her because of her accent and advised her to renew her passport. My dear Bunmi, we were traveling back to UK on the 6th day with our British passport, and they said to her to do all the check-ins herself, so when she comes back alone, she knows what to do. She gave her British passport, and they asked her how she came in. She advised them she came in just 6 days ago with expired Nigerian passport. As the law says, we can travel to Nigeria with it. They now said to her she has to get a new passport to travel that day. After checking my documents in and she was still standing out there, I walked up to them and asked what the problem was, and the stupid immigration officer repeated what he said, and knowing fully well that passport was not being issued until the 1st of June. At this point, my daughter was just fed up. I then asked, who can we speak to? The arrogant fool said he was the one in charge of the old airport. While he opened his wide buccal cavity to talk, my daughter replied and said he was not wearing a mask. This fool at the port of entry said there was no COVID in Nigeria. and said to me that they have made people miss their flight because they did not play along. At this point, I noted the name on his uniform. When money was not forthcoming, he wrote a note and gave it to a messenger to take us to a little room. There, the man asked us what happened. I explained, and he said what the officer wrote in the note was very terrible about us. I explained that we traveled based on what the people in authority said, and his reply was the same. The people in authority makes laws in their office, but they are not the ones doing the job. The long and short of it was that they wanted money. I told them I don't have any money. I came for my mother's funeral and did not come with extra to give immigration. He now wrote whatever on the note to give to this so-called man in charge of the old airport. All this while, they held on to my daughter's passports, both Nigeria and British passports. As we stood there, one scruffy looking one came speaking in Yoruba that these ones are playing turf, and he winked at him to let him know that I understand Yoruba. Returning to UK, I made a complaint about this man to the Nigerian Immigration Service on May 26, 2021. I only got one mail again asking the details of the complaint, which I replied to that such animals such as J.A. or Dudele should not be at the post of entry of a country. Why should people take delight in passengers missing their flight be posted to the airport? They are paid for the job they do. See why Google says the country is a zoo. My daughter is 23 years old. She swore not to go to Nigeria without me. Guys, what is going on in our country? Why do some people take pleasure in just making life miserable for other people? I mean, I know a lot of things have been said, blah, 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 and me ranting and talking about this might not even change those people. But guys, the only thing I will tell you, if you are in diaspora, because, we can talk and talk and talk. Number one, it might not even get to those people. And number two, even if it gets to them, they're just going to look at it and laugh it away. And one of the reasons is because people in authority, even when they receive such information, they don't take no action. Like, people go scot-free. Like, really, they don't get queried, And this man, J.A. Odutola, his name was even mentioned to, the Nigerian immigration in the UK. But I'm not sure they apprehended that man. I'm not sure anything happened, from the whole thing. And that's one of the reasons why they just go scot-free. Anyways, my fellow Nigerians in diaspora, listen and listen very well. I, for one, I'm going to advise that if you have any intention of traveling, even if it is next year, start renewing your Nigerian passport. Like, you don't want those harassment at the airport. Honestly, guys, the earlier you started, the better. Like, don't even wait. And even I'm talking to myself. Like, I need to go get my expired passport out. Do not even wait till when you're going to need it. Because the thing is, it's really, really hard to get those passports now. Even right in Nigeria, it takes a couple of months, So you have to kind of leave the allowances of about 3-4 months for you to get it back. So I want to encourage every Nigerian outside of Nigeria, every diaspora in Nigeria, please start to renew your passport. And in a case where you want to travel on emergency because something happened and you have to travel, let me let you know that you can still travel with your expired passport, but be ready. Be ready to face those tyrants. Be ready to confront them. They would challenge you. They would intimidate you. But guys, put yourself together to be ready to face them. Eventually, they will leave you. But if you are chicken-hearted, they're gonna chop out of you. They're gonna chop you. So you have to be very courageous and be very brave. Know that before I made this video, I still went to check on that law that says Nigerian can travel with expired passport, and it's still in place. It still holds, you understand? But be ready to face those giants at the airport. And anyways, you can check on my own story. I'm gonna leave the card right here. Click on that where I shared my experience, through the airport in Nigeria as well. Maybe you will grab one or two things. But let me let you know that if you are not brave-hearted like some of us, like myself, you need to check out my story. It's out there. I think it's about 91,000 people have seen it. And if you are not as brave as this woman from the United Kingdom, this woman that I'm sharing our story, if you are not as brave as those of us, get something aside. I'm not encouraging bribery and corruption, but I know what I'm talking about. It's really like a tough battle out there. So I'm not trying to say bribe your way, but if you are not as brave, because they can frustrate your life. But anyways, I would encourage you, be bold, be brave-hearted. When you get to that country, let them know that Nigeria is for you as well. It's yours. It doesn't matter how long you've been outside of Nigeria, right? Anyways, I just decided to share the woman's story with you so that you are well equipped, you are well informed of the different challenges that people are facing out there when they go back home to Nigeria. I just want you to prepare your mind, that whatever is gonna be, you have the tough heart to face it. And look at that lady, that 23-year-old girl, or the lady. Look at that. She swore not to return back to Nigeria except her mom goes with her. I mean, like, why? Why? Why should we have to frustrate people from going home? And now it will take the grace of God for her to return back to Nigeria. It will take the grace of God. Anyways, guys, in my next video, I'm gonna be sharing details of how you can renew your passport if you live in the United States. If you live here in the United States, regardless of your state in the United States, I'm going to be covering details of how you can renew your passport. And I hope that it's going to be very, very informational. So you want to stay tuned and watch out for the next video that will come out on this topic. Anyways, I don't want to waste much of your time. Thank you for staying tuned to the end of this story. Guys, know that your girl is back. And I love you so much. I love, 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 love you.